Greetings of love, peace, health, happiness, and prosperity. Hello, everyone. How are you? So it's raining outside. I did not go to the gym. And I normally would go early in the morning, so I'm back here around about 1-ish. But didn't do it, so I did a lot of other work. So today we're going to talk about fibroid shrinking recipes. Many of you have been asking in reference about the book that I have, the difference between the handheld book as well as the ebook. Now, the handheld book is on hold at the moment until I can find another distributor. The one I had in the past was so fantastic, but it was a mom and mom, not really a mom and pop, but it was a mom and mom. It was actually it was two best friends who opened up a small business publishing company, and one of the women, it was so reasonable. It was a really great company for those who were just starting off with their business, and I never had released a book before. And I didn't want to do it on Amazon.com because I wanted to have access to the women that were purchasing it, so I can basically get them on an email list and also let them know some other products that we had. And that's the only thing about the Amazon. Yeah, Amazon.com is available worldwide, but they don't give you the information to people who are purchasing it, and that was very important to me. So I was going to do it, independently, and it was successful too because I just didn't know how many people. What's that, Gigi? I didn't know how many people was going to buy it, and oh my God, it sold out in the first 2 weeks. So I had to do a reorder because I undervalued, which is fine. I'm a type of person like to play in the safe. like to play it safe, excuse me. So I ordered, I think I ordered about 800, and it was sold out in 2 weeks. And so I was like, okay, well, shoot, let me just try for an entire grand, since the profit was enough to pay for that. And we in my the group of women and I were going great. One of the women got pregnant with twins, and it caused an imbalance with the company. And so, well, they couldn't do the massive orders like they used to. And then unfortunately she closed it down because she got pregnant, but not with twins, but just one child. So there you have it. So the company closed down. I was really happy but sad at the same time, because you happy that they're starting their new life with their children, but then you're like, now where am I gonna go? And then that's when I started going. I think I started traveling to Germany not too far after that. So there's that. So we're going to talk about, just briefly, I'm not going to be here that long. I just want to, especially I don't want my computer to shut down, especially with the fact that once again, I didn't clean it. So there's that. But I want to talk about meal plans. And until I get the hard one out, I just want to give you guys just a quick brief. If you have any questions in reference to this, just give you a brief synopsis of the Fibroid Shrinking book. So let's go to that in this window here. One moment. There we go. So as you can see, this is the ebook, and if you are interested in it, it is pinned at the top of the chat box. I'm also going to have it pinned in the comments section. So if you're interested in buying this book, it's a matter of fact, I think I may lower the price. Let me see. How much is this book? Yeah, I think I'm going to put a code up here. And let's see. Can you put a code? Yeah. Give me a minute, though, because I have to figure out how to do this after all this time. But I think for a limited time only, if you put code, let me make up a code. Let me see. If you put code, if you could put code, let's see. Now I gotta come up with don't you know I hate this part when I come up with a quick code. Let's see. Oh, I got one. Health. Let me see. Let me type it out and see how that looks good. No, we don't put wellness. Wellness 2024. There we're going to do. No, hold on. Wellness January 24. There. I think that should look, ooh, that's so long. Never mind, I don't want that. I don't want that one. Hold on, let me remove that one. We're gonna, Gigi, give me a password. Give me a code. It has to be short though. It has to be a small code. It has to be, let's see. I need a code. It has to be, that one I just typed up was too long. I can't do that. Let's see. Let's see. I got one. There you have it. Oh, you know what? The basil. Hold on. No fibs. Gigi, I'm going to use the Thai basil. I like that. Heal 2024. Heal 2024. So that's the new code. Okay, but listen, as soon as I log off, you got to give me 10 to 15 minutes to put the code in there. Okay? So that's what that's the code's going to be. The code's going to be, hold on, let me put it in here. Heal. I like that actually. Heal 2024. There we go. All right. So there we go. All right. Thank you, girl. Free, she loves you. And thank you too, Gigi. I got this Heal 2024. So if you get in there, hi Ashay, how you doing? But like I said, give me a minute. Like once I shut down, give me a minute to put this in here. And if you put Heal 2024, it'll take $4.95 off, and it'll just be $20. Okay, so you don't have to pay $25. It'll be $20. So you'll get that discount off of it. Let me just go through just a little bit of the book. Not the entire book. What's the point if I'm selling it? There's no need to actually, talk about it, right? I mean, talk about the entire book. So, fibroid shrinking recipes, ebook, delicious, delicious, nourishing recipes for natural fibroid shrinking. All right, and so here's the deal. Like, I want to talk about the table contents here and what we have breakfast. Now, I created this book for those who eat chicken, turkey, also if you're vegan and vegetarian, and also seafood. As you all know, I practice what I preach. I do not by any means support eating red meat. So you will never see me issue out a recipe book where it's just, oh, I'm going to include some beef because some people are on a carnivore diet. That's not my thing. I would never do something like that. Okay. So I'm not going to do that. I understand after, traveling worldwide, we're going to have some people who are better at eating meat. And especially if you have ancestors that are from those cold climates near Scandinavia. So we're talking about Iceland, Norway, Sweden, those areas. These are areas that are very, very cold, and they're limited in the type of food. And it's based upon, if you look at people's different DNAs. Everybody in certain areas of the world have a different DNA. They have a different they have different genetics that are based upon that actually is evolves or is in sync with the climate there. So Caribbean people are going to always, if you're a descendant or you have that in your bloodline, these people, the closer you are to the equator, the more wonderful the weather is going to be. So you can do more of your fruits, a lot of it, possibly all of it. Okay, you could definitely do the vegetables. You're more into the green vegetation. Okay, and so you can do that easy peasy. But I think most of us can do fruit without any problem. The problem is that those who are from the culture of Africa, the country of Africa, especially if you are dark melanated, you're going to be genetically lactose intolerant to cow's milk. Okay, I don't care if it's raw. I don't care. You don't have the enzymes to break it down based upon your genetics. Okay, whereas somebody from Iceland, they can deal with it. And they can deal with that type of milk. Now, if you want to know what type of milk that you're not going to have a problem with, it's going to be goat milk. All right. So I talk about these things and I go into specifics, when I promote eating. And when it comes to fibroids and you want to shrink fibroids, you want the meal to be delicious, but you also want the meal to be effortlessly effortlessly nutritious. So you want the meal to have those properties, those healing properties that are going to help shrink the fibroids. These meals here on this book is not going to cause any of your fibroids to grow. They don't induce fibroids. So if a lot of people don't, especially in this day and age, a lot of y'all don't know how to cook. A lot of y'all not cooking at all. So you get in these takeaways, you get in these foods that are high in sodium, high in sugar, high in fat, the bad kind of fat, not the good kind of fat. And this is just a bad way to go. So I created this book and the handheld book with that in mind. So you have, the breakfast. We're gonna look at all of the breakfast. Okay, we're gonna look at all of the breakfast. Then we got lunch, where you have several recipes that deal with poultry. Remember, anytime you deal with poultry, it must be organic. Um, it must be organic food that is free range, and excuse me, organic chicken and turkey that's free range. So we can't do these type of um, you can't do the type of poultry that's going to have steroids in it, hormones in it, and a lot of other bacteria and antibiotics in it. Seafood, we already talked about that in length. So I am a big cheerleader of anyone who does what's it called? Pastafarian? Not pastafarian. If you do the seafood only, okay. So is that called pastafarian? Hold on a second. No, that's not pastafarian. It's jeez. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see. What is it called? What is the all seafood diet called? Pescatarian. God, where did I get pasta from? Oh, they could. Never mind. Thank you. I'm so sorry, ladies. I didn't even look at the chat. Pescatarian. Where did I get pastafarian from? Where did that come from? So I don't know why pastafarian. That is literally a trolling religious group. Rasta pasta. Pescatarian. All right. If you are pescatarian, I support that. And Mediterranean also. Mediterranean, pescatarian. These people also live long like healthy vegans and vegetarians. And I gotta say healthy vegans and vegetarians because some people eat junk food. Some people are morbidly obese, like Lizzo, and she eats a junk food. She eats a very, very big junk food veganism. You know what I'm saying? So, and we didn't have, I'm gonna just say this. I don't mean to date myself, but when I started veganism, we didn't have all this vegan pizza and vegan hot dogs and vegan hamburgers and the fruit rolls and all. We didn't have any of that. The only thing we had, if you wanted to do anything close to a burger, you only had two versions. The tempeh burger or the soy made base burger or black bean burger. Oh my God, can we give it up to the black bean burger? Ooh, child. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so those were the only things we ever had. And anything else you were hungry for, you had to make it. Okay, you could not buy kale chips. You could not, although I don't advocate for you guys to do that. Ain't nothing like fresh kale chips. The kind that you buy at the store is just nasty. It's not gonna be delicious. So there's that. Now you're hungry. Okay, so let me just stop talking about that. All right. Okay, so as you can see, I have it for the 4 eating groups that I support. So you're not going to see me sitting here doing like the red meat and pork chops and chitterlings. I don't do any of that. So I made sure that those with different type of eating regimens can also partake in the book. So let me open this up a little bit more so you all can see the beautiful pictures when we get to it. So as you can see, we got the lunch, we got the dinner, we got soups. I have had for years clients who don't really like to eat, and that is because of dental work. They had bad dental work. And this seemed to be a common thing for some reason, where they don't like to chew food that much unless it's really, really soft. So there are soupers, which is a thing. Did not know, but this has been going on since 2000. I think I started having them in 2013, 2014. These are women who just like they do the smoothies or they eat the fruit, only the soft fruit. They don't eat the hard fruit. And then they do soup. Nothing but soup for dinner, nothing but soup for lunch. And I'm like, Lord have mercy. I could not. Could you imagine eating nothing but soup? Now, one of them's gotten so bad because of the bad dental work that she takes the soup recipe that I make and she puts it in the blender. Yeah, she puts it in a blender so that she doesn't have to chew it, that which I guess that does do the trick, right? It does do the trick. If you put it in the blender, it's not gonna be doing that chewing stuff. So she put that in the blender. She doesn't do that much with the seafood because you know a lot of the seafood, especially how when you cook certain fish, it's really soft, so it's not gonna be hard on that. So there's that. Then I got a version of the salads. All right. So we have different versions of the salads. Um, and back then, you know what I should add to this book? I should add to this book. I should add salad dressings recipe. But I got a funny feeling y'all gonna barely make that. So no, I don't. Cause salad dressing, making salad dressing is easy. I don't even buy those. Well, let me see. No. I do buy the skinny, what is the skinny girl poppy seed vinaigrette. I do buy that one. And I also buy the other vinaigrette, the one that looks like wine, but it's not. It's kind of purple. It's purplish. I do buy that. But everything else I make my own. I make my own honey Dijon one. Oh, y'all would like that? Y'all, oh, really? Yeah. Okay, if I put it in here, you guys would definitely use it. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do, ladies? Since you all said it, I'm going to make just a PDF just for you all. Hold on. This is how. Shh. Hey, put your ear close. Put your ear close. Oh, shut up, phone. God dang. Listen, put your ear close to the speaker. Hold on. Y'all ready? I'm gonna whisper in your ear. I'm gonna make a list of salad dressing, and then I'm gonna give it to you guys for free in a PDF form. But you gotta be here next weekend, either Saturday, Sunday, and I'm gonna give the link so you can download it. And then when the show is over, I'm gonna delete it. So if you want it, you better be here next weekend so you can get the free PDF recipe of the salad dressing. So anyway, as I said, I'll be having that for y'all next week. And then if you like it, I'm gonna get your input on it. I'm gonna want you I want you guys to give me your input to see if you liked the recipes. Cause see, this is how I made my books. I don't know if you guys know this, right? But what I did is I had a control group of women, and I was like, okay, here, ladies, try this recipe, try this recipe, try this recipe. Let me know if you like this or not. Oh, hold on a second. Okay. I'm coming. Okay. All right. Okay, ladies. Sorry about that. I should have had my music going on in the background while I was doing that. Okay. As a matter of fact, let me put my. Okay, so I'm gonna put my music on. So listen. So what happened? I had a test group, and I said, ladies, try these recipes and let me know if you like them or not. And then I had like the ones with the overwhelming majority said, I like this recipe. Okay. So if I had about 70 to 75 women who were in the test group, and if 5 said they didn't like the recipe, and then 2 said it's okay, but the rest said, oh, we liked it, then the majority win. If it was split half the middle, then that was considered a failed recipe. Even if it was like, let's say for instance, if 60% liked the recipe, it was a failed recipe. So it had to been like at least 75 or more for anyone to like the recipe. So therefore, when I started the test group, that's how all these recipes came about, because the majority and gluten-free. Hold on, let me see. That's a there are yes. There are some gluten-free. Yeah, absolutely. I think all of the vegans are gluten-free. Okay. So, and listen, you can mix and match. So yeah, there are some gluten-free. It's not gluten-free specific, but the vegetarian recipes are gluten-free. Vegans are gluten-free. Seafood, the poultry is the only one I don't know, but a lot of it is gluten-free. So, but you can mix and match them. Okay. So there's that. Are there a lot of recipes soy? Are a lot of the recipes soy free? I don't think so. Hold on, let me look at this. I gotta. Hold on, let me see. Wait. I think there are no. Wait a minute. I don't know. Hold on. I don't think I got one soy recipe on here, but let me check it. Hold on a second. Where is the broadcaster? You guys are asking some very good questions. Let me go look at these recipes and see if there's any. I don't think there's one soy. Hold on a second. Okay, wow, that's a nice one. Oh, I do have. I have. Oh my God, I have a gluten-free pancake. I did not know that. Dude, I was ahead of my time. No, there's no soy in here. So yeah, all of it is soy free. Let's see, seafood. Yep. All of them is soy free. Let me see. Let me make sure. I'm going to the vegetarian one. Dude, I like that pancake one. I just vegan. Let's see. The pita bread is whole wheat. I got the pita bread, so that's gluten. That's the only gluten one I see. But you can get your own gluten-free bread. Oh yeah, this is pretty good. Dude, I knew what I was doing when I was making all that stuff. Okay, I just looked at most of it. I didn't look at all of the rest. I didn't look at all of the hold on, let me get all the way back to the front. Jeez Louise. Okay. I just looked at most of it because the book is pretty lengthy. So I didn't look at all of the recipes. But hold on, let me just tell you so far. There are no soy products in there whatsoever. And it is not a gluten-free book. So let me just be straight up about that, because I just saw some that has pita bread in it. However, if you all have gluten allergies, okay, because I have a quinoa in there, which is fine. And I think the only gluten thing I saw was the pita bread. But if you have a gluten allergy, then it's up to you all to, like, with the pita bread, with the recipe that you use pita bread, then it's up to you to switch the pita bread to something that's gluten-free. So that's the only one I saw that had gluten in it. But other than that, everything is soy-free. So there's no soy in any of these recipes, especially the vegan and vegetarian one. And there is one that I saw so far that had a pita bread in it that's gluten, but you can go ahead and switch that. So there's that. Okay. Sorry about that. So, okay. So far so good. That's pretty good. I saw like the pancake. Dude, hold on. I just want you guys to understand. I am in love with ground almond flour. I use that religiously, but I did not know about how awesome it was when I created this book. Had I known how awesome almond flour is, and I use it to make flatbread, you know what I'm saying? I also use it to make pancakes with it. It's so good. It's so good. Oh my God. And I said to myself, dude, I should have been using this a long time ago. I discovered ground almond flour as a good tool when somebody gave me some chocolate chip they gave me some chocolate chip cookies. And they said, it's okay. It's almond flour. And I thought to myself, I said, almond flour? And she's like, it just tastes just one, Akila. And I put it in my mouth and I was like, oh my God, it was so delicious. It was, oh my God. How do you store your almond flour? I don't store it in the freezer. I keep it in a very cool place. So you can put in, if you are, I don't put, some people put flour in the freezer. I don't. If it's really hot, which is not really hot in the home, I just keep it, in the cabinets. Or if I'm about to really be concerned, I'll put in the freezer. If I'm going out with hubby for a week or two, then those things that I don't want to get caught, because I'm not going to run the AC over there in that house. So that's the only time I would probably think about putting it in the refrigerator. But other than that, I just keep the but see, it's in a container. Let me just say this. When I get the almond flour, I don't take it out of the container out of the packaging until I'm ready to use it. Cause I buy it in bulk. I'm just being transparent here. Now some of you probably would take it and put it in a container upon getting it. I just don't do that because it's like I buy them in bulk because I use it so much. Let me drink my water. Because I use them so much, I buy them in bulk. So I don't take them out and put them in a container. I guess if I was to take this out and put in a container, it would be in a mason jar glass or something where I can that I can put it into a nice cool area. But yeah, once I get it in the package, it stays in the package until I'm ready to use it, and then I'll put it in a container. But that's how I do my almond flour. All right, so let's go over some of the breakfast here. But as you can see, I got the lunch covered, the dinner covered, the soups covered, salads covered, snacks, and then the snacks and desserts are combined together, because then you got the salty snacks, and then you got the sweet desserts, and then the juices. Of course, we're going to have our regular juices and smoothies. Actually, no, I think these are more juices than smoothies because I have a lot of smoothies here for breakfast. So these are your juice recipe. And then and of course, I say thank you. So let's go over, let me see. Let me read this. Uterine fibroids are benign tumors that grow outside, inside, or within the walls of the uterus womb. Composed of muscle and fibrous tissue, these growths are sometimes known as fibromyomas, leiomyomas, and uterine myomas. Uterine fibroids are the most common type of pelvic tumor and are relatively common. Nutrition can play an important role in the development and growth of fibroids. Nutrition can also balance the female hormones and naturally shrink fibroids. Medical doctors are not certain why fibroids occur, but naturopathic doctors like myself know that the overproduction of the hormone estrogen plays a huge role. As a result, most natural treatments for fibroids include diet therapy, which focuses on reducing estrogen to combat fibroid growth. And that's what this book is all about, giving you a lot of nutrients, but also reducing the estrogen tremendously. There are foods which are part of the anti-estrogen eating plan, and I have included those foods in this ebook. Women should also exclude foods that their diet will encourage estrogen production, and in doing so, reduce the size of fibroids, prevent further growth, and reduce bothersome symptoms. My fibroid shrinking recipes can not only help lower excess estrogen production, but also eliminate symptoms associated with fibroid tumors. Women suffering from fibroids and ovarian cysts now have the power to make choices to improve their health. My fibroid shrinking recipe will help them achieve their goals of being fibroid free. In fact, these recipes are an excellent addition to a fibroid shrinking program. So which recipe will you make first? And then it says, notes: always buy and consume organic poultry and eggs. Never use the microwave. Oh yeah, I need to do something about the microwave. Looks like I thought, did you know I had a good friend come over to our house and she was like, where is your microwave? I said, girl, ain't no microwave in this house. What's wrong with you? Let me tell you something. That's one thing my husband complained about is the microwave. I was like, because when we moved in together, I said, oh, we getting rid of that microwave. I said, I don't live in no house with no microwave. We don't do no microwave. Okay. Thank you. The bulk and mason jar makes sense. I was curious because I saw someone make almond milk, then mention saving the leftovers for almond flour. Now that's different. That's different, Ashe. That's a good point too. When you soak almonds and then you grind them up and then you separate the milk from them, those are very perishable and you got to use them immediately within the next 2 to 3 days. So whoever used excuse me, them to make almond milk would have to either dry them out or use them like within the next 3 or 4 days, because once you soak the almonds, okay, you got to use it or it's going to just rot. It's going to just turn rancid. That's the word I'm looking for. So there's that. Lanisha, you got a microwave? Shame. Ding ding ding. Shame. I gotta have my little bell. So when I shame you ladies, I can ring that bell and go, shame. Ding 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 ding. That's what I'm gonna do. I gotta get one. I gotta get a bell. So I can shame you all. Get that microwave out your home, okay? Listen. Listen. I used to be that way. I kid you not. I used to be a microwaver person. I get it. It's quick. It's to the point. It's fast. But I'm telling you, listen, we have too much microwave. We got too much waves that's coming, electronic waves coming into our body as it is. So, and remind me to talk about how to, get the body back into balance, because you're around a computer, you're around your phone, you're around Wi-Fi, you're around your monitors, you're around microwave. Like, just no. Just listen. And let me tell you something. Like I said, my husband, but he's a man, so he know better. They don't know no better. They like to just, because they don't like cooking for themselves so much. Now my husband loves cooking desserts. Don't get me wrong. He's a dessert person, but I'm not. But he like to stick stuff in the microwave because it's easy for him, because he not a cook. All right. But once I came into his life, I'm like, I'm a cooker, honey. I'm not doing this microwave stuff. All right. He try to play victim, like, well, what if I want to warm water? And I point to the stove. I say, here's a stove and I got kettles. Ha ha. See, you put water into the kettle and then you let it, and then it'll start whistling, and then that's when the water is boiling. So no, I don't use a microwave. I got rid of a microwave. So there's that. And by the way, none of my, and I got a complaint about that, and I said, I don't care. I don't do microwave. You knew, because she was like, I said, you must be new to my community. I don't support microwave. Because she was like, I'm sorry, but can you give any of these recipes on how to use the microwave? I said, girl, no, I don't even support the microwave. What you talking about? What you talking about? And then she said, well, how am I supposed to make this? I don't like cooking the stove. I said, then you maybe shouldn't have bought no daggone cookbook, heifer. Let me say, look, I'm still talking and it's 40 minutes later. See, y'all be keeping me here long. Set me free. Set me free, why don't you, baby? Okay, so let's go to breakfast here. All right. And here we have I got put pictures on some of these. Sunrise fruit salad, real easy. All right, so you got this is a really fruit. When I looked at this earlier, I said, oh, this is so sweet. I could never do this type of. I could never do this, but I had to take the dates out. All right, I had to take the dates out. Everything else I could keep in. But you know what is a good what is a good take for this? Adding actual juice. Okay, adding apple juice, or maybe even like some real orange juice. Holy smokes, it's so delicious. I never thought about adding natural juice to a fruit salad, but if you get some apple juice or some orange juice and you want to add it to your fruit salad, let me tell you something. It's like eating actual fruit cereal. Pineapple juice, yes, very good. Yes, pineapple juice is a good one. Woo, yes, I'm telling you, it is so good. So I don't know who I learned that from, but it was there. Here we have crispy vanilla protein waffles. So we got applesauce, organic eggs, teaspoon vanilla extract, tablespoon of coconut oil. I also am very, very, very particular on the type of oil I use. Okay, so you won't see me say peanut oil, vegetable oil. You won't see me using any of that. Okay, so it'll be olive oil, macadamia nut oil, coconut oil. Okay, now tapioca flour. Some people use Xanax gum for their thickening. I'm not. No. Or they'll use cornstarch or some stuff like that. No, honey, no. We use tapioca. All right, or arrowroot powder for the thickening of it, and it's very good. Hemp protein powder, or you could do, now back then, I had hemp protein powder, but you can also use pea protein powder, okay? So you can, and by the way, those of you who can consume anything dairy, which you have to have that genetics. You can probably put your little whey here, WHEY, but I'm against that for everybody else who's lactose intolerant. So hemp protein powder or pea protein powder. You got the teaspoon of baking soda, 1/4 a teaspoon of cinnamon, a pinch of salt, grade A and B maple syrup to garnish, coconut whipped cream to garnish. Okay, so yeah, it's just delicious. Now I am going to teach you guys one day how to make some natural maple syrup, sugar-free maple syrup. I finally perfected that. I gotta make this weekend. Well, girl, let me get like I said, when I get offline, give me about 10-15 seconds to make sure I have the code in there. What's the code? We're gonna have the code. What is it? Health 2024, right? This is the code. Health. Put it in here. Health 2024. That's going to be. Listen, hold on. Do you all want to know the the secret ingredient to making sugar-free maple syrup? Maple syrup extract. I know. I know. Oh my God. Let me tell you something. It took me so long to perfect this. I made my poor husband, I made him eat some of this stuff too. I was like messing around with it. And I finally got the daggone recipe. And let me tell you, it is good. Oh my goodness. No aftertaste. It's so delicious. All right, let me go right here. So, okay, here we got this. So I get the instructions here. And then we have apple cinnamon smoothies, 8 ounces of coconut water, 6 raw almonds. Now, I should have put in here to soak the almonds, but it's like 6 of them. So, it's not a big deal really with 6 almonds, but they got to be raw. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and 1 cup of chopped apples. Okay, you just make 1 cup of chopped apples, just 1 medium apple will do that. And then you have half a scoop of hemp protein powder. By the way, you're gonna see me use hemp powder a lot in here for the protein aspect. But you know what I need to do? I probably need to update this book. I need to update this book. I need to update this book so that I can put hemp or protein powder. And ladies, feel free to switch, mix and match, improvise a recipe with something else that's also healthy. So if you see something that says hemp protein powder, you can say you can do the pea protein. All right. If you don't like apples and you like pears, by the way, it cannot be a water fruit. Let me just put it that way. So you can't put 1 cup of watermelon. No, don't do that. So you gotta have your hard fruit. Okay. So you can have. So I say you can't use watery fruit. That's the wrong word I'm using. You can't choose fruit that's high in water. So pears are great. Apples are great. Bananas are great. You know what I'm saying? So something that's not juicy. So you can use that. You can all, switch it up. Nutty cinnamon quinoa. Now you're probably like, quinoa? How come quinoa is supposed to be for lunch and dinner? No, girl. So for those who don't want to do the oatmeal stuff, you can eat quinoa for breakfast. Quinoa is, believe it or not, until you taste it, because I had quinoa pancakes. Press 1 if you ever heard of quinoa pancakes before. Anybody heard of quinoa pancakes? I had quinoa pancakes. It was long time ago. Now I was on a date at the time, and I was like, here go me, because I didn't like the guy that was asking me out. But I kind of like, okay, I'm going to order the most expensive breakfast possible, because he was insisting we go eat breakfast, because he was cheap too. He was like, I'll take you out for breakfast, because I was like, listen, dude, I'm vegan. I ain't trying to eat no lobster dinner. But he insists on taking me to breakfast. So I ordered the most expensive breakfast on there, and I ordered a lot of food. I made sure I went home with my doggy bag too. Okay. So I was like, I ordered these quinoa pancakes. God, they were expensive as hell too. I was like, I no way I'm going to pay for some. I do believe those pancakes were $19. And then listen, y'all probably like $19. That ain't, girl. This is I think this was 1908. Okay, $19 for some pancakes, girl. Please, that was crazy. So I ordered these quinoa pancakes. All right, so he want to be cheap, so I got that and a whole bunch of other stuff. And when he's like, you gonna eat all that? I said, sure am. Knowing daggone well after the quinoa pancakes, I wasn't gonna be able to eat. I had the quinoa pancakes and the roasted potatoes, girl. And then I said, can you put the rest of this in a doggy bag? I gave my baby girl quinoa for breakfast with breast milk and bananas and other fruit for breakfast. We can eat that together. Yes! Oh my God, that sounds delicious. Okay, so here we go. Nutty cinnamon quinoa. 1 cup of almond or cashew milk. 1 cup of water, 1 cup of organic quinoa, 2 cups of fresh blackberries or organic preferred, a half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, very important, and 1/3 cup of chopped pecans toasted, and 4 cups of 4 teaspoons of grade A or B maple syrup. Now, for those of you who are like, I want to use honey, you can put some honey in there if you want to. That's fine too. Like I said, you can improvise. I'm not going to have a problem with that. Okay. So this is the thing. Now, you can make quinoa to taste like basically anything, from something desserty to something that's salty, or something that's like a sultry type of dinner type of meal. Quinoa can adapt to different types of meal plans. It just depends on the ingredients that you make with it. Okay, so remember that. And here, and we got some more. It's some more stuff in here too. So either way, I'm just gonna show you this one, and then we're gonna move on, and then I'm gonna shut it down because I did not mean to be here this long. So, baby spinach omelet, 2 organic eggs, okay, 1 cup of torn baby spinach leaves. They have it now where you can get baby spinach in the containers that are organic. Always get organic spinach. Always get them. Always get organic spinach. Okay, get baby spinach, or you can get regular spinach. 1.5 tablespoon of grated goat and vegan cheese. So those of you who like goat cheese, people are not lactose intolerant to goat cheese or goat milk or anything goat products. But if you don't want to do that, you can do the vegan cheese, and then teaspoon of onion powder, 1/8 teaspoon of ground nutmeg. This is very important, and salt and pepper to taste. And then there you have it. So there's more in here. I guess we can go one more. Let's do one more. Peanut butter. Let's see. Oh God, what? See, I'm just saying, I got a whole bunch of stuff up in here, ladies and gentlemen. It's like, for breakfast, I got you covered. So we'll look at these. We'll look at these two right here. So peanut butter and jelly smoothie. 2 cups of unsweetened vanilla almond fiber. Do not get sweetened almond milk when you make these smoothies, because the fruit and the bananas are going to sweeten it as it is. You don't want to overdo it with the sugar. Okay, hold on, drink some water. So I want you guys to understand that whenever I make smoothies, any smoothies, they all must be sugar-free, unsweetened. All right, unsweetened almond milk, unsweetened coconut milk, unsweetened cashew milk, unsweetened any type of alternative dairy milk or non-dairy milk. Do not get the sweetened kind. It's so heavy in sugar, you don't want to spike up your glucose level, okay? So always unsweetened any kind of milk. So I got there's vanilla is my favorite. So I get the 2 cups of unsweetened vanilla almond milk, 2 ripe bananas, 35 organic dark grapes. Make sure you get the seeds out of them though. 2 tablespoons of natural peanut butter, and then 4 ice cubes, which is optional. And it depends on if you like. You don't want to use this now when it's cold outside. So if you're about to go outside and it's really hot outside, then you want to use the ice cubes. And then we have the avocado. We have the avocado, strawberry, and mango salad. That's 1 avocado diced, 1 handful of strawberries husked and diced, 1 mango peeled and diced, and 4 handfuls of cilantro finely chopped, and a half a lime juice. I did not think, hold on, can we, I'm gonna give you some background information. Someone submitted this recipe to me and I was like, ew. Cause I was like, I don't want no cilantro. But the women in the test group overwhelmingly like this recipe. Okay, so you see how everybody's taste is different, but it was like, I can't, this is the reason why, you know, if anybody's interested in doing a recipe book, you have to go and do a team test. You have to do a study test to see if anybody, if it's just you, or if you're doing it based upon what the popular group is going to want. because I looked at that and said, ew, I don't want that. But nope, they liked it. They liked it. So there's that. So anyway, so there you have it, ladies. This is just a glimpse of, the type of recipes that are in this book. That's the ebook for the fibroid shrinking version of this. And so you are welcome to get this at the discount. And it's, as you can see, it has lots of healthy recipes in there. Plus, get rid of that daggone microwave. Start learn how to cook. It's funny when you guys don't take hold on a second. Wait. I wish they could do something about this daggone. Okay, here we go. It's funny when guys don't take no for an answer. Then we use them every time. Gigi, let me tell you something. Listen. Oh my God, hold on. Rant coming in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The ego of men is where they always fall. And I take that ego and I wrap it up in a big old bat and I hit them upside the head with it. Then they talking about something, why you do that? Why you do that? Why you do that? It's like, dude, you're going to spend more money on breakfast with me than you are on lunch. And he did, okay? $19 for some quinoa. Listen, girl, I ordered stuff on there that I don't even eat. I gave it to my cat, all right? When she was alive at the time. So it's like, you're going to sit up here and you're just going to take the cheat route here. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. There's that. Also, ladies, don't do this 50-50. If a man asks you out to eat, you need to make sure you like, hey, so since you're asking me out to eat, you're paying. I see on TikTok a lot where women are complaining about these men asking them out to eat and they have to split the bill. And I'm like, what? If he asks you out, if a man asks you out to eat, this was just a custom. This was just like man etiquette 101. That's what y'all get for dealing with these old dusties, the old dusty men. Why leave the dusties in the dustpan? All right. I never, ever in my life ever had a man ask me out to dinner and he's like, so your part of the bill is now it makes sense why when me and my husband go out to eat, which is rare, the waitress come up and say, is this split bill or is this together? I thought that was so rude at first. I never told her that. Now I see why she does that. Because, these men start asking these women out and they're like, oh, I'm gonna ask you out, I'm gonna have you look good so I can look good with you. And then like, yeah, you're going to pay your part. But he asked you out. Any man who's complaining about paying for half a meal, he is cheap and broke. Okay, so you don't want to deal with that. So when this man wants, and this is what I want you ladies to understand, check out the warning signs upon sight. When this guy was complaining about taking me, he'd rather take me out to breakfast instead of lunch or dinner because breakfast is cheap. I knew right then and there I wasn't going to deal with this guy no more. Okay. Did I get my free meal? Absolutely. Dude, you ain't gonna waste my time. I mean, I had to get that in exchange. But I already was sitting there knowing that this wasn't going to happen no more. All right. Now, did I tell him that during the time? No, because if you want to play a game with me, I'm gonna play a game with you. There's that. And so and by the way, I don't suggest you all do this, but I'm in a position where I can do this because of my height and weight and this and the other. So never get in the car with someone. So I drove myself to the location. As a matter of fact, it was over there by Euclid Avenue. It was a very high posh area. And you had to make reservations to go sit at this restaurant and eat breakfast. So anyway, that's my thing, is that when you show me your hand, I'm put myself in a position where, hey, I'm just going to let you know this ain't going to happen no more. But I was not mean to him during breakfast. I listened to him. I made sure all the attention was on him, made sure that he was the topic of the town, and did not really focus on anything with me. If anything, if he was saying so So what do you do? I was like, oh, I'm basically into the health business, but you look like you really are into the health business. Like your body looks great. How often do you lift? And of course, that's going to be an hour conversation about the gym. So that like always throw the conversation back on him. What women tend to do, which get on my nerves, and you just telling on yourself, is you get there and you talk about all your business. You tell everything about yourself. You tell everything. This man already just got an entire encyclopedia about you because you talk too much. You focus on you. You talk about everything you do, the things that you aim for. He's taking notes. I don't. Until I get to know someone to see if they're in my best interest, to see if they're not here to hurt me. That's how I got my husband. I don't focus on me. Because if you tell a man what you're looking for, who you are, he already know what character to play. Whoa! Did I say that? Let me say that again. You tell a man what you are, who you looking for, what's your inspirations in life. You done told him what type of character to play. So if you are saying, I'm a Christian woman, I'm looking for a man who loves Jesus, and I'm looking for a man who's going to be loyal and doesn't lie and just be faithful, he know what character to play. And he an atheist. He know what Bible the verse the script to say to you. He already know all these type of things to say to you to play your game because you told him what character to play. Because he's going to play that character so that he can get inside them panties. And you too busy being gullible to say, oh, he listens to me. He vibes to me. He understands me. He gets me. Yeah, idiot, because you done told him all the daggone cheat codes. Shut up. Stop talking about yourself and start learning him. All right, there we go. There. Anyway. So there we have it, ladies. I'm going to go ahead and get this code for you. And I'm going to put it in the comment section. And let me see. I think we're going to it's start talking about detoxification because February is going to be the last cold month. And once we start moving into March, we need to start talking about having a group fast that I normally have with my private group on my round table, but it's time to also include you all in it too. So with that being said, we are now past the hour mark. Thank you, ladies, so much for coming by. Love you all. And I'm going to go ahead and get this code in right now so that you all can enjoy it too. All right. So give me about 10, 15 minutes tops because I got to learn how to do it. And when you enter the code, I'm going to put the code in here again. When you enter the code, this code right here. Daggone it. Where is it? Health 2024. Okay. When you enter that code, it will give you $4.95 off. All right. All right, ladies. Love you a lot. I'll talk to you all. Either next Saturday or next Sunday. Okay. Peace and blessings.